Well done. You're doing exceptionally well. Just keep up this good work. You've got to be really proud of yourself. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to just keep digging down a little bit deeper, and we want to really start to get a much more in-depth understanding about how to increase the open and response rate for your email campaigns, right? So the first thing is, it's crucial to conduct personal, so you've got to really conduct personalized research to support a powerful sender-sendee fit. And what does that mean? It literally means you need to have a deep understanding of what customer, or should I rather say, what each customer's unique, specific challenge is. Then you need to create email headings that speak to exactly that. So you've got to fit what you can do to what the customer needs. It's as simple as that. Secondly, you want to be very personal, and you've got to do your homework. So when we say about being personal, not just using the person's name, which is absolutely important. So you've got to use the person's name in the heading, obviously, because that's the very first thing that catches their attention. So the more you can show that the email speaks to them and speaks to their challenge. So first of all, by using the person's name in the heading, you're implying that it is something that's important to them, which will catch their attention, and they'll read the rest of the heading. When the rest of the heading is completely related to something that's important to them, a challenge they're experiencing, etc., what you're going to find is the open rate will increase dramatically. So the heading gets them to open the email. That then allows them to read your content and shows them, in other words, creates awareness. Inside the body of the mail now, you need to, in the body of the mail, include the person's name once, and if possible even a second time, as long as it makes sense. Don't just put the person's name in because you meant to put it in twice, but try to use the person's name at least twice. Definitely in the first paragraph. So within the first paragraph, you want to show them that this email is personalized, and it's about them, and it's about their unique challenges and their unique circumstances. So by including the person's name, remember in the heading, gets their attention. In the body, it shows the person subconsciously connects. You know, the most important word in the English language is your name. So use that. Use the psychology, the connection between our name and putting it in the body, in the first paragraph. So the person subconsciously realizes this is important to me. Next, you want to create great personalized subject lines that speak to the question, why me? In other words, what's in it for me? Why should I open this? Why should I waste my time? Remember, we're going through, in my case, over 300 unsolicited emails on a daily basis. It's just ridiculous how many people, there's noise going on. There's emails coming in from everywhere. We're exposed to noise everywhere. So if you're just going to add to the noise, don't expect your emails to be opened. But if you're going to show value, you're going to show, I've done my homework, I know you, I know your specific challenges, I'm speaking to your circumstances, and when you choose us as a supply partner, we will be there in the long term, and we will support you to enjoy the positive transformation you need. Next, you want to be very careful. Of course, we want links in our email because we want links to go to our website, to our blog, to download an article. But when you're starting an email campaign, once somebody's opened your email and they're interested, now you can send them links, because it's not going to go to their junk mail because they've received it. But if you're sending an email for the first time to somebody and you include links in it, it's very likely that's one of the biggest criteria that they use to identify junk mail. So be careful in the first stages when you're running an email campaign. Avoid the urge to put any links in those emails, because it becomes more likely that those emails will indeed be sent to their junk mail. Next, you want to, unless someone knows you, they'll never click on a link in an email anyway. So that's something else to remember. So first of all, it's very likely they'll go into your junk mail, but more importantly, would you, if you get an unsolicited email from a stranger that you're not sure that they're going to add any value to your life, would you click on that link, knowing about all the phishing emails and all the ways people do nefarious things through links? So putting a link is pointless anyway. No one's going to click on it, and there's a very high likelihood it's going to go into your junk mail. So avoid links until you've built that connection, you've started engaging with the customer, and the conversation has started. Now you can send them links to various websites, download articles, anything that is going to add value to them. Obviously, with your existing customers, they know you. So when you're running a campaign like this, you can include links because your email's not going to go into junk, and they know who you are. So it's very likely, especially if your heading's caught their attention with something that is of value to them, they will more than likely click on the link and receive the value, right? One thing that really works incredibly well but you've got to let your creative juices flow here, right? Is you need to figure out what some free stuff you can offer, right? So the free stuff, as long as it's linked, or should I rather say, it's really important that the free stuff you're going to offer is going to add value. And the only way it's going to add value is if you have researched and you've understood the customer, you know what their challenge is, and you really are aware of the fact that when they read this content, when they see this information, it will indeed add value to them and help support you with the partnership, the relationship with the customer.